play tonight, see if they can pull off the upset. But a lot of things to improve on from last night, but take nothing away from Waverly Shell Rock, a very talented team.
Well, that's what he's going to be looking for tonight is, yeah, we're playing a very good team, but I'm just looking for improvement in my team. You know, I'm not worried so much about win or loss so much as I just want to improve on the things that we showed last night we need to improve on. And Center Point Urbana Mao, they're loaded. They've got 4 juniors and a sophomore in the starting lineup, so, you know, he's got some good things coming here for a while on a team that was very successful. And a year ago, beat Waverly in a non-conference game. And Waverly, we know what they did a year ago. So a very talented team here tonight.
As the Hawks last night got behind early 17-4, never really recovered. The Go Hawks defense was very good. The Hawks just couldn't make many shots early on in that game. They trailed 33-15 at halftime, then 52-22 at the end of the third quarter. Andy Cassett led the way for the Hawks offensively with 12 points. Haley Linus and freshman Macy Kleitch had 6. Lauren Collier, Madeline Burke had 3. Brooke O'Connell 2. And the freshman Hawks lost 48-16 last night. JV squad fell 41-21 tonight. The freshmen started off at 4:30 in a long but very well officiated game, if I may say so. Center Point Urbana beat West Delaware 64-14. In the JV game, it was CPU 54, West Delaware 44. We'll talk about it with Coach Conrad, but tonight, more consistent offense. Not going to be easy against Center Point Urbana, but more aggressively, too. We talked about the low number of free throws, especially in that first half. They got a few in the second half, but they've got to be able to at least try to be more aggressive offensively and get to that foul line.
Well, and that well-officiated game here, the first game tonight, was similar to what we saw last night. Whistle. That's part of why we're a little late here tonight, folks. That first game just went forever. Those 2 rookie officials that we had. Rookie, yeah. Well, they acted like it. And it was a well-officiated game. It was just one of those rough games where both teams were just getting after each other, and you just got to call the stuff. It wasn't. Neither team was complaining. It's just one of those games, So, you move on and you go for it. And right here tonight, that's going to be one of the Hawks, think they want to be able to get the ball inside. They're starting Jamie Glantz tonight, try to get a little more height inside and get that ball in there and get to the free throw line and get some points.
Yes, indeed, as the Hawks and the Star Pointers of Center Point Urbana this series, they haven't played many games since 2007, as go back only 6 meetings since 2007. The Hawks actually have the series lead 4-2. The last meeting was January 16th of 2014. The Hawks won here at Cedar Gymnasium 52-40. So the Hawks trying to pull the upset tonight. Center Point Urbana, number 5 in Class 3A. We'll come back and hear from the head coach of the West Delaware Hawks, Rod Conrad, as the pregame show continues. This is West Delaware Girls Basketball. You're listening to it from KMCH Sports.
Jay's Auto Supercenter on the Greater East End of Manchester has quality pre-owned vehicles, great financing options, and a full-service department, body shop, and detail department. See their full line of vehicles online at jsautosales.net. At Jay's Auto, customer satisfaction is their #1 priority.
Hi, this is Jamie Vasky at Don & Walt LLC, your independent Lennox dealer in Manchester, encouraging you to plan ahead. Have us check your heating or air conditioning unit before you need it. For residential or commercial plumbing and heating needs and top quality Lennox furnaces and heating units, see Don & Walt LLC on East Main Street in Manchester, or give us a call at 927-2232.
Back in West Delaware Girls Basketball for the second night in a row. The home opener here tonight after the season opener last night. Josh Fisher back with you. Joined by the head coach, Rod Conrad, as the Hawks on the road last night suffered that 60-34 loss to Waverly Shell Rock. Saw some positives, saw some other things didn't go your way. Talented team at third place. We knew that it could end something like that. The rebounds, the turnovers were just too much to overcome at times.
Right, we faced a really good Waverly Shell Rock team. Bodensteiner's done a great job up there, and they're very, very big school, but we did show a lot of positives. The girls didn't get down on themselves in the locker room. they knew that they were a good team, and we're just going to have to go out and fight harder tonight.
And a positive attitude, and as you said, fighting harder, trying to play harder than the other team, out rebounding, better position here and there at times. It's the little things that you can work on. I know you've dissected that film, and you've probably talked to the girls about here are things we can clean up tonight. It's not going to be easy against Center Point Urbana, the fifth-ranked team in Class 3, but here's some things we can tweak here and there.
Yeah, you're exactly right. We got some things we're going to work on tonight. We're going to change a couple things. I got a couple ideas, but we're playing 3 games in 4 nights, and it's a good chance to try something. We're real early in the season, and I'm just going to try a couple things. Maybe it will work, maybe it won't, but we're going to surely give it a try and give it our best effort.
One thing that me and Bill pointed out last night on the broadcast that we think probably would be one of your points of emphasis would be being more aggressive offensively, getting yourself to the free throw line as you didn't shoot a free throw till maybe late in the first half, if even in the first half, but being more aggressive offensively.
You're exactly right, Swish. We talked about that even before the game started. We got to get the line. We got to be aggressive. I mean, Center Point tonight, it's going to be an aggressive game. I know that already. They're very, very aggressive, and, we're going to have to show a lot of toughness. I don't know how they'll call it, but obviously we want kind of a tight game called. But whether they'll call it that way, I don't know. But
hoping for those freshman referees, huh? As looking for Center Point Urbana here tonight. They only lost 2 seniors from a team that was 24-2, went to state last year, so they got a bulk of experience. Good majority of the talent. They lost 2 of their better players, but they have a lot of talent experience back, so you're going to have to play against that tonight, come out and be ready.
You're exactly right. We're going to have to have our A game tonight, that's for sure. I mean, they're very, very talented. Like you said, they had 24 wins last year, and Erica is gone, and I think she averaged probably 15 a game, but her sister's doing a fine job down there, kind of filling in that role of the leader.
And how much of the mindset do you talk about staying positive? Use these early games for learning experience. We'll get better. Don't get frustrated. And that's the one thing you said, great attitudes. That's the one thing I think they need to really keep in mind, especially when you're playing talent like this.
Yeah, I preach that, early. We probably have the toughest start to any team in the state these first 2 games, and we played Waterloo West, which won 10 games last year in 5A. So these 3 games in 4 days, they're tough,
Always nice to be back home, and you open up tonight here at Cedar Gymnasium. So a little familiar territory for your girls to welcome in and settle back in at Cedar.
Yeah, and I always tell them you got to try to take care of your home court, and we're getting it's senior night, or not senior night, but it's parent night tonight. So, we should have quite a few fans, and I'm just excited to get this game going.
Absolutely. All right, best of luck to you. Thanks for your time. We'll talk to you later on.
Yeah, thanks again, Swish, for all your coverage.
Absolutely. Rod Conrad, head coach of the West Delaware Girls. We get ready for West Delaware Girls basketball. We're back after this from KMCH Sports.
Farmers Savings Bank proudly supports all area athletes and their coaching staff. For all your banking needs, visit them in Colesburg, Elkport Garber, Strawberry Point, Arlington, and Aurora, or online at farmersavingsbank.com. Member FDIC.
Viafield is your headquarters for all your seed, chemical, and fertilizer needs. They have professional service and quality products needed to bring the best crop to market. Viafield, providing growth opportunity for 18 locations across northern Iowa and southern Minnesota.
The Eastern Iowa Shopping News and the Dyersville Commercial recognize the hard work and dedication of all area athletes. Check out the weekly sports section in the commercial for scores and information. The Eastern Iowa Shopping News and Dyersville Commercial, supporting your communities.
For fan food, not fast food, visit your after-the-game headquarters, Manchester Dairy Queen. It's quick, it's easy, your family will love it. Manchester Dairy Queen.
Along with in-studio producer Paul Glazer, John Swisher, Bill Logan. Glad to have you along on this Tuesday night as the final high school sports broadcast before next week. Of course, with the Thanksgiving holiday coming up, we will have Hawk Talk with Kirk Ferentz and Gary Dolphin tomorrow night from Applebee's in Quarrelville, as then we will not have any Hawkeye football until Friday when they play Nebraska at 12:30 on the pregame and 2:30 on the kickoff. We're ready to go here. Jamie Glanz, Haley Linus, Brooke O'Connell, Lauren Collier, Annie Cassick getting a start for the Hawks. Olivia Sisk, Olivia Brecht, Sydney Babers, Allison Woodridge, and Callan Fox are the starters for Center Pointer Bennett. The Pointers get the tip as inside off the window, rattles around left side, backside rebound, and it goes off the back of Woodridge, and it's by Fox, I should say, and it's corralled by the Hawks. And the Hawks start off with a defensive stop there in their first stand as Collier has it left side. Collier puts on the floor, drives baseline, runs into a double team, and she travels and turns it over for the first turnover of the night, and we go the other way.
Yeah, that's not the way you want to get started here. That's what hurt the Hawks that first quarter last night, is they had more turnovers than they did shot attempts. So yeah, I want to get those jitters going right off the bat in the first half. The first quarter here, there's a tip that knocked the ball across half court, so no over and back.
Controlled in the backcourt. Woldridge now swings it left side. Sisk inside. Fox back out to Sisk for a three. No good off the back of the rim. Rebounded out to Linus. A fight for it now. The ball is knocked away. Now a jump ball. It'll go to West Delaware. 6:59 to go. First quarter, no score in this one. 24-2 a year ago. As the Storm and Pointers lost in the second round. Last year, they lost to Nevada 47-41. After winning a first-round game last year, they have 4 state tournament appearances, 93, 95, 14, and 15 in their school program history. West Delaware with 2 state program appearances in 02 and 03. There's a shot, left side, up and in. Jamie Glanz gets the Hawks on the board in the first points of the night, 2-0. Right side, now back up top to Woolridge. Drives all the way in, put up in traffic, no good, but a rebound by Fox. The 4-footer up and good by Callan Fox. 2 points for her, as Callan Fox is one of the sophomores on the team, as 4 sophomores, 6 juniors, 1 sophomore, 1 freshman, 12-lady roster for CPU. Right block, turnaround jumper, no good. Off the right hand of Glanz, rebounded by CPU. The Hawks have 14 of their roster for head coach Ron Conrad in his second season, 10-13 at West Delaware, 151-87 overall. 4 seniors, 8 juniors, 2 freshmen. Here's an inside runner by Woldridge, no good. Allison couldn't get that one to go. It goes out, rebounded by Linus, but a travel on the far side, calling the Hawks, and it will go back to CPU as 2-2, tie ball game, 5:51 to go here in this first quarter. As Phil Klett.
Almost a steal there.
That's good aggression by
Annie Cassick went over there and kind of tipped it out of bounds and just almost went off the hand. It looked like it was pretty close going off a Fox out of bounds, but they said no, and it'll be CPU ball yet.
Sisk will inbound it to Woldridge. Phil Klett is the head coach for CPU. His 9th season at CPU, 120-69, 11th season overall in girls varsity basketball, 155-83. They lost 2 seniors from that team a year ago, 24-2. Ranked 5th in the preseason of 3 this year. Here's a runner, no good. Air ball by Sisk, rebounded by Cassidy, and Linus will bring it up. We're tied at 2, 5:20 and counting here in the first quarter. Linus drives, hesitates, now puts it up, and no good, but she was fouled, and Linus will go to the line and shoot 2.
And that's that aggressive move I like to see. They were pressuring her all the way up court, and she just did a nice job, a little reverse dribble, and then just kept going and had good position with her on her hip, so she just kept going down the right side of the lane to the hoop. Didn't get the bucket, but got the foul and go to the line and shoot 2.
This one rattles around and goes on down by Haley Linus. 1 free throw for her. Linus did not shoot any last night. She had 6 points all in the first half. Second one up. Clangs off the rim, left side, rebounded by Woolridge. She baseball passes it up. It's picked off by O'Connell. 3-2 Hawks with the lead. 5:10 to go, first quarter. Linus, now Glanz has it. Extended left wing. Glanz in trouble. We'll give it up to O'Connell. O'Connell surveying. Looking right side, now passes it to Cassidy. Right side corner. Glanz comes and gets the ball. Back out to Linus. Here is Glanz now. She'll dribble it up and was going to throw it to Cassidy. Cassidy cut in instead of going back out. It's picked off. CPU all the way inside. A bounce pass. Woolridge off the window. No good. And this one's pinballed around now. Glanz going to get called for a reach-in foul. That'll be the first on the Hawks. Jamie Glanz will be the guilty party there.
And offensively for the Hawks, much more motion in that offense so far here in the first half of the first quarter compared to what they did last night. So already, they're running that offense much, much better, getting that movement and looking more aggressive already. So whatever Coach Conrad, had them drink last night or today, it's working so far.
3-2, there's a pass inside. Reagan Defoe and throws it out, and Linus picks the pocket of Sisk. Gives it up to Abby McGrain, and now the ball is knocked out of bounds. It'll stay Hawks basketball. 3-2 Hawks, 1 point lead, 4:31 to go. Like the Hawks did in a Hollow Pride scrimmage, playing a 5A team. Waterloo West Center Point Urbana played Cedar Rapids Kennedy back last Friday. As there's a shot up and no good off the back of the rim inside there by Collier or Linus?
Collier.
No good on that one for Lauren. Here's a three, right wing, got it to go. That is Olivia Brecht. Brecht with a three there. Olivia was the third leading scorer with 8.8 a game last year. She was 34 of 85 for 40% for three-point land last year. A timeout here for Coach Ron Conrad. 5-3 CPU. We're back after this from KMCH Sports.
It's no secret that people come to Fairway in Manchester for their famous meats, but as you dash back to the counter to pick up your USDA choice ribeyes, don't be surprised if you find yourself lingering among the delicious fruits and vegetables in the produce department. Shop Fairway in Manchester for low prices and all your grocery needs.
Head to Fireside Pub and Steakhouse before or after the game or anytime, featuring steaks, seafood, pasta, sandwiches, and even fresh-made pizza. They say it's the best around. Visit them on the web at firesidemanchester.com for a full menu and special offers.
Welcome back in. Cedar Gymnasium, 5-3 CPU with the advantage here. And this one is going to be a travel called up top. McGrain was dead with her dribble and shuffled the feet, so the officials were going back the other way.
And defensively, that possession, every time somebody had the ball, Haley Linus brought it up. They were double-teaming her. She gave it finally up on a pass to Abby McGrain. They double-teamed her, so they've come out now. They're going to try to double-team whoever has the ball and try to create those turnovers, and it worked that time.
And it's picked there, thrown up ahead. Linus tries to get it. No good as Kendra Offman came away with it. CPU takes it back. Woldridge left side, still looking for her first points of the night. Here's Sisk, now out. They rotate it over. Right side baseline. Full contact there, and it is going to be called a delayed whistle, but the contact was there. Called on Kendra Offerman. That'll be her first. Team number 2 as she contacted the player inside there.
It was a great ball movement with CPU that time. No dribbling, just passes out around that perimeter and then got down on the baseline. And a nice drive on the baseline, and Offerman couldn't cut her off quick enough to stop that. So her first foul.
Baseline inbounds. Underneath for CPU, going left to right. 5-3 Storm Pointers. 3:20 and counting here in quarter number 1. Here's the inside drive. Sisk puts it up, no good. In and out, and it bounds all the way on the other side. Saved from going out of bounds there from Babers. Babers with the hustle there. The inside jumper rattles around and plops on down by Callan Fox. Fox has her second field goal of the night. And it's 7-3 now, CPU. 3:01 and counting here in quarter number 1. Linus with a double team. Gets it over the timeline, passing to Collier. Inside, Kazan has it knocked out of bounds by a CPU player behind her. Another new face in here for CPU, and for the Hawks, a couple come back in. Jamie Glantz, also Macy Kleitchen for the first time. Adriana Catcher is in for CPU. She was a Class 3A state champion cross-country runner. Ran it in 18:27 back on October 29th at state cross-country in Fort Dodge. A dominant cross-country runner, only as a freshman. There's a nice job of the Hawks getting the ball back all the way down the floor. Linus off the window on the left side. And she has her first field goal tonight. She's got 3 points. 7-5, 2-point lead for CPU. 2:34 to go, quarter number 1. Ball's knocked out of bounds by the hustling Hawks, and CPU will keep it going left to right as Madison Wilson will inbound it. Wilson, another returner. She scored 3.4 points a game a year ago. She's a 5'5" sophomore. Here's a jumper from the far corner. No good by Fox. Pinballs around. We're controlled by the Hawks. Linus up ahead. Big Lands has that one blocked away. And CPU comes away with it. Coach Conrad run the foul, but no official call by no contact call by the official. 7-5 CPU. 2 minutes to go. First quarter. All the way in. Had a lane to the basket. Passes it out, and they get a three out of it. Wow. Madison Wilson gets the three ball from the right corner pocket. And CPU up 10-5 when it looked like she could have taken that shot in the lane. They get a three.
Yeah, it was a pretty good shot. Nice drive right through the middle of the lane. And a wide open three and gave it up to her. And credit Wilson, she dropped the shot in there for three-pointer.
Ball knocked out of bounds. Still stay Hawks basketball going right to left. As Collier back in for the Hawks. Also Brooke O'Connell. O'Connell on the backside puts it up in pressure. No good. The backside rebound on the right side by Jamie Glanz up and in. Her second field goal tonight. It's 10-7. Hawks are playing right with the CPU team. As the leading scorer coming out from a year ago, Allison Woolridge, 13.2, has not scored yet in this game. As there's a shot, top of the key three by Wilson, no good. Hawks trail by 3. 1:05 and counting first quarter. 3 fouls so far, 2 for the Hawks, 1 for CPU. Here's a turnover, just picked away and coming the other end. Wilson up ahead as Woolridge controls it high off the window. Almost had that one bounce out, but Woolridge finally gets her first basket of the night. She's glad to finally see one go through the net. She struggled here early on. This one batted away and stolen. Woolridge passes it ahead, all the way in, off the window, and good by Catcher. Adriana Catcher gets her first field goal of the night. Another timeout for Coach Conrad. A quick one, 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here. 14-7. CPU leads with 38 seconds to go.
Yeah, that was a bad about a minute and a half stretch there. As multiple turnovers there by the Hawks, just being some bad passing there. But credit CPU when they got that thing, they attacked very quickly, got down there. That first bucket there by Woolridge was a breakaway. Nobody for the Hawks around to even contest that shot, and then they just threw it away again here. So, CPU's throwing a little bit of a press on her. Hawks a little bit rattled and thrown away. They've got 8 turnovers here now in the first quarter. Again, kind of a theme last night is too many turnovers in that first quarter.
In real time, this game is 13 minutes old. 30 seconds to go here in the first quarter. 14-7. Hawks trail. There's a errant pass. Cassidy trying to get to the corner. No one was there except the official who caught it, standing out of bounds. They go back the other way. CPU, 25 seconds and counting, has the 7-point lead, 14-7. So left side pass, drive right side. This is Catcher now. Wilson gives it up. Left side. Hard. Catcher for 3. No good. Air balls. It hits the bottom of the net. Collier with the rebound. Gets it up to Cassett. 8 seconds to go. And he has to hurry here. She's going to cross over dribble. Throw it up ahead. Glanz almost loses it out of bounds. It's picked up by Collier. And she hits the corner of the rim and the backboard as it sticks right in between. And that's the way our first quarter comes to a close. As
the officials the first game would have jumped up and got that right down themselves.
Hey, there's B.J. Hermson coming and doing the honors. As 14-7 our score. We're back after this from KMCH Sports.
Just like a great coach, State Farm agents like me, Julie Smith, can help you develop a game plan for your insurance needs. Whether it's car, home, life, health, or business insurance, I can dig into the playbook and help you find the affordable coverage you need. For all your insurance needs, call on a winning team, the Julie Smith State Farm Agency in Manchester.
Hi, this is Chris Henry, Service Manager at Brown Sales and Leasing in Elkader. Our goal is to make your car buying experience the best possible, and our factory certified technicians are dedicated to you and your vehicles. Stop in and see us at Brown Sales and Leasing in Elkader, or visit us online at forbrowns.com. Your hometown dealer, wherever your hometown may be. Best of luck to all area athletes and coaches.
At Three Rivers, our customers come first. Your business is very important to us. Our goal is to provide you with the best products and service that you have come to expect from Three Rivers. Visit our website at threeriversfs.com or the location nearest you. Three Rivers, your partner in growth solutions.
John and Bill back with you from Cedar Gymnasium. Hawks doing a lot of good things here early. They've got to keep it up here. Don't want CPU to pull away even farther. Up by 7 now as we start the second quarter. This one stolen away by Collier. Has now thrown up ahead and stolen back by Wilson. Pulls up for the 13-footer. No good off the right side. That's going to be a rebound foul there. O'Connell grabbed the rebound. Behind her, contact came from Carly Milliken. As Milliken commits her first foul. Team number 2. Here on the home opener, conference opener, cross-division opponent CPU here tonight. Also Parents Night. They honor all the parents of the West Delaware basketball program this upcoming season. There is a foul underneath. Collier was going up and bumped into. Coming hard was a Stormin Pointer. And the foul called. Collier goes on the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, that was a good move there. She was open on the baseline and good look there by Collier to try to go right up with it and get to the line and shoot 2.
Called on Sarah Simon, the 5'9 senior. Be her first. As the first one up and no good for Collier. She'll have one more as Lauren was 1 for 4 for the free throw line. Had 3 points last night. And they lost to Waverly Shellrock. Second one up and rattles around and plops on through. So the Hawks are 2 of 4 from the free throw line tonight as they shot no free throws in the first half at all last night. 14-8, 6-point lead CPU, 7:20 to go, second quarter. Here's a pass to the right corner, hustling effort by O'Connell. CPU swings it, trying to get a good shot here. Left corner, now back up top. Driving in. Now left side. CPU very quick with the ball, good ball movement here. They keep it moving, the right corner 3, no good by Wilson. Rebounded there by Lauren Collier, and double teamed right away. Now this is trying to throw to Linus. It's picked off by Wilson. Now Linus is going to be called for a reach-in foul from behind, I believe, as Carly Milliken, the guard, had the ball. 14-8 CPU, 6:56 to go, second quarter.
Yeah, CPU does a fantastic job offensively, being very, very quick with their passes. Not a lot of dribbling. Defensively, you just can't keep up with passes, and the offense really sets themselves good in some good spots to be open, and they find that open person.
The first on Linus, third on the team. Both teams have 3. Inside, wide open, off the window, and good. And getting that one that time was Babers. Sydney Babers with her first field goal of the night as Sydney Babers comes back as a 6th-lane scorer last year, 4 points a game. And here is going to be the basket and the free throw coming here as Glanz got it inside, up and good, and she is fouled to the line to shoot 1.
Yeah, it's a good move. Again, they got to attack that. Did a good job of getting it down there and attacking, got it down to the Glanz, and she did a really, really good ball fake. And it got up there and it got her in the air and strong with the bucket and got it to go down.
They called the foul on. Did you catch that?
Well, no, it was a double digit, but they put the foul on the gal that's at the free throw line shooting.
Yeah.
So she'll get that corrected here.
No good off the back of the rim by Glanz. She has 6 points already. All 3 2-point field goals. 6.5 to go here in this game. As inside, nabbed away in the left block by Abby McGrain. Gets it out to Cassidy. Now Linus. Linus drives. Gives it up. Out top to McGrain. Inside to Linus. Turn around. Drop step. Jump hook. Rebound. Put it up and good. Amy Linus fighting for that ball almost on top of the defender. Linus able to get her second field goal line. She's got 5 points. That last foul was on number 22, I believe, Madison Wilson. Her first, team number 4. 5:50 counting here in the second quarter. Hawks are staying with CPU, number 5 team in Class 3A. Here's a shot, no good. Left side, the 3 ball. Left wing by Catchard. And the Hawks have it. Here's Glanz. 16-12 CPU. Stop, pop, a 15-footer, no good off the back glass. Backside rebound by Catchard. And the Stormin Pointers have it. Woolridge only has 1 basket so far. She goes in, puts it up, no good, but she is fouled. She goes to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, that was just a good drive. You could tell her when she crossed half court, she was not going to be stopped or denied. did a nice job driving right down the middle of the lane. Nobody stopped her and drove down there, and Jamie Glanz tried to at the end there, but a little out of position. Going to get called for her second foul, team's fourth.
First one is up and no good by Woolridge. She'll have one more. Allison, the younger sister of Erica, who graduated last year, is now playing college basketball at Winona State. As the Woolridges, the family connection to the Lammers in the Manchester area. Their mother was a Lammers as Woolridge knocks down the second free throw, 17-12, 5:20 to go here in this second quarter as Cassett up ahead over the timeline. O'Connell now. Linus has the top of the key extended. She'll send it left side. Surveying is Offerman. Back up top to Cassett. Cassett right side. It was deflected away, but touching it was McGrain. Might have got fingertips, McGrain. And we're going the other way. She tried to hold up, but I think it grazed off her fingertips. At least that was the angle that the official saw. And the West Delaware faithful on this side, we're clear across the court. Didn't like that call, but from what the official saw, she clearly didn't get her hand out of there. Whether it touched her fingertips or not, tough call.
Yeah, it is. It's one of those ones you could call one way or the other, and half the crowd's going to like it, and the other half's not.
There's a three that was banked in partially by, was that Babers? Babers gets the three, her second field goal. It's an 8-point lead. And trying to cut it back to 5 was a quick three left side by Offerman. No good. It spun in and out and rebounded by CPU. 20-12. Storm Pointers, 4:29 to go. This one is going to go out of bounds off of Sisk, and it will be Hawks basketball going right to left.
There was just the exact opposite of what happened. They passed the ball. We tipped it and went off of their girl. And she wasn't really convinced it went off her hand, but it favors the Hawks this time. So
what comes around, goes around.
Yep.
Here is McGrain getting it just over the timeline. She'll dribble right side. McGrain harassed by Sisk. Inside, Cassett puts it up. No good. 2 out off the window. The rebound fought for. Jump ball going to be called. And I believe it will stay. Good hustle there, getting on the floor, and her hand in there to get the tie ball. O'Connell will stay Hawks basketball. Going right to left. 20-12 CPU, 4:14 to go in the second quarter. CPU is a smaller school than the Hawks. They're not by much. They're number 11 of 64 Class 3A teams. Enrollment at 324. The Hawks have enrollment at 345, number 3 of the 64 Class 3A schools in the 5-class system in girls basketball. 20-12, 8-point advantage for the Storm Pointers. 4 minutes to go, first half. Right corner trying to get it inside, but she is fouled first. McGrain fouled by Sisk, I believe. Lamia Sisk will pick up her first. That is team number 5 for CPU.
Yeah, that's good pressure down underneath on that baseline, and it did get the little reach-in foul. Now the Hawks will get a chance to take the ball out of bounds and see if they can run a set play here.
Back in for the Hawks, Lauren Collier, as O'Connell will take a breather. Inside, nice backdoor, no good off the left side by Abby McGrain. It's knocked out of bounds. It'll stay Hawks basketball, but great inbounds play there. McGrain was wide open the back door. Defense able to get to it the last second, but she just couldn't get the layup to go on the left side.
Yeah, it was a great job and just didn't quite finish it.
Linus no good on the 17-footer, just right of the half circle inside the three-point line. It's 3:40 to go here in the second quarter. Sisk, left wing, spots up for a three. No good. 2 on off the back of the window. Rebounded by McGrain, but just taken away by Woolridge. All the way in off the window and good. Allison Woolridge earned that one. Just ripped it away from McGrain, the smaller guard player. And the 10-point lead now for CPU, 22-20. This one's knocked away. And then Cassett fought to get it back, but last touch by CPU. As the CPU guard there, Olivia Brecht. Talented guard, part of that 24-2 team a year ago. As Brecht is a 5'6" junior. This one shot by Cassett, no good. Rebounded out by CPU, and now just heading up the court line has gotten her way and just lost it. Did Brecht inside the timeline. Hawks come back up with it. Linus now guarded by Sisk. Right-handed dribble. Now the left-handed switch over. Nice crossover off the window and good, beautiful move by Haley Linus. Linus, her third field goal tonight. She's got 7 points. That was a nifty play there.
Yeah, she's going to have to continue to be that aggressive when she gets that ball.
And here is aggressive move by Woolridge. She is fouled. as she'll go to the line to shoot two. I believe Offerman will get called for that one.
Offerman, that's her second, team's fifth.
Yep, called on Offerman, her second. And Woldridge on the line to shoot two. She's 1 of 2 so far. First one here is up and good. 2 of 3 now tonight for Allison Woldridge, the talented 6-foot junior. Averaged 13.2 a year ago. Second leading scorer behind her sister Erica, who graduated and went to Winona State. 74% free throw shooter was Allison a year ago. 80 of 108. She sinks a pair there. She's 3 of 4 from the line tonight. She has herself 7 points. 24-14. CPU the 10-point lead. 2.5 to go, second frame.
A good move there by Linus right down the line, but on the pass on the wing, stolen away by CPU.
All the way in, off the window, no good, out the backside. Collier cleans the rebound. That's got to be contact there. Nothing called as Breck got away with some contact there. And now the Hawks got to get it over. It's knocked away by Wolvers, now poked away by a guard catcher. And now CPU will come back the other way. Stop, pop for the three. Catcher no good. Off the back of the rim, chased down by Breck. And she will control it under 2 minutes ago in the first half. 24-14. Inside. Tough angle there. Good defense by Glantz. Here's Woldridge for a three. No good. Clangs around, but the rebound off the window and good. Put back by Reagan Defoe. Defoe gets her first bucket of the ball game. 26-14. CPU. Bucket and a half to go and a timeout coming here. Full timeout for Coach Conrad. He'll take his third timeout of the game here. We'll take it with him. 26-14 Hawks trail. 1:36 to go. Second quarter. Back after this. KMCH Sports.
Citizen State Bank, your locally owned, community-minded, and customer-oriented bank, is here to serve you. Choose one of their 7 convenient locations in Winthrop, Monticello, Manchester, Ryan, Strawberry Point, Hopkinton, and New Vienna. Citizen State Bank, community banking with people you know, member FDIC.
This is Jamie Vaskey, the voice of the West Delaware Hawks, and I've had the chance to review the Good Neighbor Society's playbook, and I got to tell you, they are friends in your neighborhood, designing plays to get you home fast. If you need help getting back in the game, contact the Good Neighbor Society Rehab to Home team at 563-927-3907.
The Edgewood Reminder is proud to support all the area teams in athletic action and appreciates their efforts in the classroom and during sports. Check out all the sports photos in each week's issue of the Edgewood Reminder.
The victory is yours at Victory Ford.
Hey, this is James Halverson, Service Manager at Victory Ford in Dyersville. Our service and parts team at Victory Ford is dedicated to keeping your car in tip-top shape. And our sales department makes buying a car easy and hassle-free. Stop out to Victory Ford in Dyersville or online at victoryfordonline.com. Good luck, athletes and coaches.
And welcome back in Cedar Gymnasium, back underway with a buck and a half to go here in the second quarter. Hawks have it right to left. Cassett gives it up to Glantz. John Swisher, Bill Logan, glad to have you along. There's a pass inside O'Connell in the middle of the lane. CPU picks it off, and then a tackle there. No first down yet as somebody came behind. That was Linus. Got the takedown that time, her second. So 3 girls have 2 fouls for the Hawks. Glantz, Linus, and Offerman. 6 Hawk team fouls, 5 for CPU. 26-14, CPU with the lead. 1:10 and counting here in the second quarter. CPU starting to flex their talented muscle here. The Hawks see if they can cut the deficit and contain them. Here's a right wing 3. No good off the back of the rim. Rebounded by Cassett. Cassett and 3 girls right around her. She was able to get it up ahead, but to not do anything with it. Madeline Burt came back in. Madeline Burt, a spark off the bench late in that game last night. She had 3 points for the Hawks against Waverly Shellrock. Here's a 3. Linus lost her defender. No good off the back of the iron. And CPU the rebound up ahead. It should be an easy layup for Catcher, and it is. Adriana Catcher gets her second field goal tonight. She's got 4 points in the lead, the largest of the night for CPU of 14. 28-14 inside pass. Nice look. The give there by Burke inside to Glanz, her fourth field goal tonight. She's got 8 points, does Jamie Glanz, and the Hawks trail by 12. 10 seconds to go. Woolbridge has it out top for CPU. Guarded by Linus. Now gets around the defenders, puts it up, no good off the back of the rim. From the 19-footer inside the right wing. Rebounded by Glanz. That's the way our first half comes to a close. CPU 28. And the Hawks 16. As we'll take a look at the numbers here at halftime, come back and break down this first half as 28-16 CPU leads West Delaware. This is Hawks basketball from KMC Sports.
TriVet Associates is a mixed animal veterinary clinic with offices in Farley, Dyersville, and Holy Cross. Our 8 doctors serve the Dubuque, Manchester, Guttenberg, and Cascade areas and provide veterinary services to both large and small animals. For more information, find us on Facebook or visit our website, trivetinc.com.
Whether it's wiring, security, phone systems, fire detection, or home entertainment, Price Electric and High Tech Communications are here to make your life easier. Find out more at priceelectric.us or hightechcommunications.us. Price Electric and High Tech Communications, changing your world with technology.
Whether it's an orthopedic, sports, or occupational injury you are suffering from, Regional Medical Center Therapy Services has you covered. With a customized treatment program, Regional Medical Center Therapy Services can get you back on track in the active game of life. Regional Medical Center, excellence in healthcare, close to home.
At Telke Motors, we believe in a gentler, simpler way of doing business. Check out our large selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, as well as a great incentive at TelkeMotors.com. If you're looking for a new, pre-owned vehicle or service on your current vehicle, come to Telke Motors, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram on 9th Street in Dyersville.
Leonard Muller Funeral Home and Crematory wishes all the best to the athletes and appreciates their hard work and scholastic efforts throughout the year. For personal, caring service, Leonard Muller Funeral Home and Crematory in Manchester, Edgewood, and Strawberry Point.
For more than 80 years, GMB has lived its mission to help customers achieve their financial dreams. Supporting the communities where you live, work, and play is important to us because that's where we live too. It's where we provide great service, sound advice, and solutions to meet your financial needs. GMB Bank, member FDIC.
For all your general contracting needs, turn to the professionals at Lucky Building Service in Manchester. For commercial, remodeling, and building and new home construction, call the experts, Lucky Building Service in Manchester, 563-927-5677.
At Dupaco Community Credit Union, we know debt happens. A debt checkup from Dupaco ensures it's not costing you more than it should. With historic low interest rates, now is the time to bring your loans to Dupaco. Contact us at 563-927-6187 or visit dupaco.com.
When the unexpected happens, call Krager Body Shop in Dyersville. They specialize in major and minor collision repair and frame straightening. For all of your auto body work, see Krager Body Shop in Dyersville.
The Manchester Press is your community newspaper. Check out the sports section for game stats and photos of area players and game highlights. The Manchester Press, serving the area for over 130 years.
Great food and great fun with friends. That's what's waiting for you at Beaver's Lounge in Manchester. Check out their Thursday night bucket of wings special and Friday night fish special. Beaver's also has a different lunch special every Monday through Friday. Beaver's Lounge on the corner of Main and Madison in downtown Manchester. Leave it to Beaver's to show you a good time.
Newhouse Construction and Concrete is proud to support all our area athletes. Give Phil a call at 927-5178 for your commercial, ag, or residential projects, or visit newhouseconstruction.com. Newhouse Construction and Concrete turns design into reality.
Banking is all about relationships at F&M. We know that relationships take time to build and nurture. They are based on trust, commitment, and loyalty. Relationships don't happen overnight or by chance. They are key to reaching the financial goals of the individual client. Building relationships with our clients and community are essential. F&M Bank, the right choice. Member FDIC.
John and Bill back with you from Cedar Gymnasium as the West Delaware Hawks trail center pointer Ben at halftime of this one. In night number 2 of the 2016-17 campaign, the home opener, conference opener, and parents' night at the old ballpark as 28-16 here in favor of CPU over West Delaware. The 12-point advantage. Center Point Urbana, the number 5 team in Class 3 preseason, as they start off back and forth. CPU were able to pull away a little bit at the end of that first frame as they led 14-7 at the end of the first quarter. And then they outscored the Hawks 14-9 in that second quarter for the 28-16 halftime score. And some bright spots here for the Hawks. They haven't backed away. They're staying aggressive for the most part. A little more of that. Some defensive stops, and they can be right back in this game. But Coach Conrad got to be pleased for majority of what he's seeing from his girls. They've held in check Allison Woldridge from the floor. Only 2 field goals for her. She's now got 7 points with 3 free throws. But overall, they did a nice job on her. She's now the leading scorer for the Storm Pointers. She had a tough start, only 2 points in that first quarter for Woldridge.
Yeah, they've done a good job of contesting the shots. One thing, you look at these stat sheets, there's 2 things that jump out at me on the stat sheet. There again, too many turnovers offensively for the Hawks. I've got them for 15 turnovers in the first half compared to just 7 for CPU. Shot attempts. CPU, 33 attempts that first half. Thank goodness they only made 11 of them for 27% shooting. In the first quarter or the first half, CPU coach won't be happy with that percentage, but they're getting some wide open shots, just not able to knock them down. Hawks with only 19 shots. Rebounds, Hawks had 13 defensive rebounds, only 3 offensive rebounds. So they're going to have to get after that a little bit. Some more stats here for the Hawks. 7 out of 16 from 2-point range, 0 for 3 from 3-point. Just 2 out of 5 from that free throw line. Did a nice job of getting there. Now they just got to convert those at a little higher percentage for their 16 points. 4 Center Point Urbana, 8 out of 21 from 2-point range. 3 for 12 from behind the 3-point line. 3 for 4 from the free throw line. 27%. Hawks are out shooting them at 36%. So they're doing a nice job there. They just defensively, I'm sure they're talking about defensively, keep them off the offensive rebound because they're getting too many second chance opportunities, and that's what's giving them 12 more opportunities to shoot the bucket, and cut down on those turnovers a little bit. When they've been aggressive, they've been really well, and they can break into that press that CPU is putting on there, be aggressive and get some better looks and some good opportunities. So just be a little more aggressive and mindful of taking possession of that basketball.
Individually, Jamie Glanz with 8. Haley Linus with 7. Lauren Collier with 1. Only 3 in the scoring column for the Hawks. No threes yet in this ball game for West Delaware. CPU has 3 3-pointers in the first half. 1 in the first by Brecht, and 1 in the first by Wilson, and 1 in the second quarter by Sydney Babers. As leading the way, Allison Woldridge with 7 points. 5 points for Babers, 3 points for Olivia Brecht, 4 points for Kellen Fox. Adriana Catcher, the freshman, has 4. Reagan Defoe has 2, and Madison Wilson has 3. As 28-16, the basketball season getting underway tonight for girls basketball for a majority of our area schools. Officially started Friday. There were a few games on Saturday night. Beckman Blazers got a win. Congrats to Coach Thomas and company getting the first W against Dubuque Senior last Saturday night. And, of course, games last night. West Delaware was the only area team to play. Then tonight, a slew of area games. One final tonight coming in from Clinton, as thanks to assistant coach Brad Huber of the Maquoketa Valley Wildcats, as the LA Wildcats start off with a big win over Clinton Prince of Peace, margin-wise tonight, 61-10 over Prince of Peace, as Maquoketa Valley starts off their season with the winning note, as they definitely have a good mixture coming back, a lot of talent coming back, some expectations coming back there for Maquoketa Valley this year, as we look forward to covering them in this 2016-17 basketball campaign. Elsewhere tonight, it was Beckman hosting South Tama. Anamosa welcoming in Benton Schellsburg. Independence traveling to Western Dubuque. East Buchanan is down in Preston at Easton Valley. Northland heads to Calmus Wheatland. Edco visiting Starmont tonight. Cascade entertaining Northeast. And the Monticello Panthers make the trip to Bellevue. Almost set for the second half. We'll take a quick break, come back, get you ready for it. 28-16 CPU over West Delaware. This is Hawks girls basketball from KMCH Sports.
Going above and beyond is a standard of care at Above and Beyond Home Health and Hospice Care. Their compassionate staff care deeply about the comfort of their patients. A nurse is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Above and Beyond Healthcare, the more they care, the more beautiful life becomes. Proudly serving Jones, Jackson, Johnson, Lynn, Clayton, and Delaware counties.
At Georgian Auto in Manchester, their approach to auto repairs is simple. Fix it right and get you back on the road. From tires to transmissions, they fix it all. Georgian Auto in Manchester, where complete automotive service and repair is their complete focus.
You may not wear glasses or contacts, but how do you know if you're seeing your best or if your eyes are healthy? Why not be proactive and get your eyes examined? Dr. Daniel E. Mersch and his professional staff at Manchester Family Vision can help. Call 563-927-3682 to schedule an appointment. Manchester Family Vision Center wishes all the local sports teams best of luck this season. Manchester Family Vision Center on West Main, where clear vision begins with healthy eyes.
And welcome back into Cedar Gymnasium. John Swisher, Bill Logan Black back in with you. As glad to have you tonight, either on Mix 94.7 or KMCH.com, also on your smartphone, Android or iPhone app, or YouTube. All their games are archived on YouTube at the KMCH radio channel. We are underway after a half hour, real time-wise first half. Back underway, missed jumper there inside by CPU as the Storm Reporters have a 12-point lead here in the third quarter. Good to hear from some listeners tonight, including the Hall of Famer, former West Delaware head girls basketball coach Harold Shepard tuning in tonight. Hello to Shep on this Tuesday night. As Annie Cassett, little jumper from 7 feet out left side, got it to go. And the Hawks trail by 10 now. 7:20 to go, third quarter. Brecht left side, left wing for a three, in and out. Pops out right in the hands of Cassett. And the Hawks have the ball. Annie Cassett, that was her first field goal of the night, and there is nice pass down court. Check that Collier off the window and good. The assist.
Yeah, they got the ball down real quick, and I didn't see who threw the pass. I was writing the score down, but it was a good time. Both times they got down the court and got some easy buckets, so good start here to that third quarter.
Hawks cut the deficit to 8 here with a 4-0 run out of the gates in the third quarter. 6:40 and counting. Here's Sisk for a three from the Greeley area. Got it to go. Let me assist her first three-pointer, first field goal of the night, I should say. 31-20, back to 11-point lead. And the CPU team just so dangerous offensively. They have the weapons on the court, and we saw Sisk with her first bucket of the night. It was a three when they needed it. And there is a foul on a drive there by the Hawks as Collier will inbound it as they call that foul on. Nice shot up and good for the Hawks.
Yeah, Haley Linus came off a nice screen up at the free throw line. Wide open layup. So, three nice buckets, nice possessions here right away. There's a double dribble called, so a turnover there by center point Urbana. So, see if the Hawks can continue cutting into this lead.
Back to a 9-point game here. Callan Fox picked up that last foul on the CPU. This one's batted around, going to go out of bounds off of the Hawks. It'll be CPU basketball, 31-22. The Storm and Pointer lead, 6:07 to go here in the third.
Yeah, center point Urbana just put a little token defense on it. It wasn't real big pressure, but just enough to disrupt the Hawks there. And a little sloppy with that basketball first turnover here in the second half.
Left side, left wing for a three. No good. Hard off the back of the rim, but getting a rebound is Babers. Now up top, Sisk. Woolbridge drives from the left wing, and a reach-in foul call. Was that on Linus? Or is that on the girl guarding her? Linus kind of reached in.
Lauren Collier was going to get it.
They called it on Lauren Collier, her first. That was a good thing
Probably
for the Hawks there, because it would have been three for Linus.
Yeah, that was a good foul there if there ever was. And as an official, if there was a good foul.
It's always good foul.
Is it a good one?
If there are a lot of good ones that first game. What?
A lot of good ones.
They're actual fouls. 31-22, 5:45 to go here in the third. And got a tie ball there. Hawks will have it going left to right. Cassett will inbound it. She gets it to Linus. Will pressure here. 3-1-1 type pressure by CPU. O'Connell trouble. Tried to dribble around it. She's got to get it ahead over the timeline. There, Cassett has it. Glanz trying to pass it, batted away. Collier gets on the baseline. Trying to get it out. What do we got first?
Kick.
Ball call. Good call by the officials there. Baseline inbounds. The sideline official, Mr. Ambrosi from Hiawatha, called that one. Todd Ambrosi, Mike Bonwell from Cedar Rapids, and Luther Linderbaum from Decorah. The officials here tonight gathered by the AD, Mr. Mike Morrison. There's a 3, no good by Linus. And it goes off the back of the rim. Linus will chase it down after CPU lost the ball. Hawks have it back. Down by 9, 31-22, 5:10 and counting. Here's a 3 by O'Connell. Air ball goes out underneath, and it'll be CPU basketball. Speaking of Mike Morrison, want to wish him a great recovery with had some hip surgery today. He's at St. Luke's in Cedar Rapids. If you're tuning in, Mikey, we wish you the best for a quick and speedy recovery, something that's been nagging him for the last few years, and able to get
longer
that.
More than got really, really bad the last couple of years.
As boy, he's a tough guy, and he has toughed it out. And Corey Coates, the acting AD here tonight, we appreciate him for all his help as a teacher and coach here at West Delaware High School. This is going to be a foul called here on Haley Linus. It'll be her third.
Her third. Team second here in the second half.
31-22 CPU. 4:43 to go, third quarter. Back in for the Hawks is Allison Collier, the younger sister of Lauren Collier. Allison, the 5'9" freshman, one of 2 freshmen on the rosters. They both see playing time. Her and Kleitch, of course, inside Woolridge. Puts it up, rattles around, pops out. That's been Woolridge's luck all night. She still has herself 7 points. This one's stolen away. Picked off by Offerman. Cassett now gets it ahead to Linus. 4.5 to go here in the third. 31-22, CPU. First game of the year for CPU, second for West Delaware. Here is Linus as she was able to clear distance there, get up the shot, but no good off the back of the rim. Woolridge drives, stops, pop, puts it up, no good off the left side. And Woolridge, frustrated with their shot, again left it short. West Delaware now trying to get it ahead. And they do, passing it over the timeline is Cassett to Linus. Haley, guarded by Sisk out top. Linus now left wing pass to Collier. Allison puts it on the floor, out of Cassett. Cassett inside, knocked away. Linus gathers it after his touch by Woolridge and Sisk for CPU. 3.5 to go. All the way in, a runner by McGrain. Got it to go. Little hook shot. Dr. J-esque there by Madeline. Check that. Was that Burke or was that McGrain?
That was McGrain.
That was Abby McGrain. Thank you. I was right the first time. Doubted myself. 2 points there. It's a 7-point lead for CPU. Missed shot there from the right elbow. Cassett with the rebound. The missed shot was by Fox for CPU. 31-24. 7-point lead for the Storm and Pointers. 3:05 and counting third quarter. Cassett goes all the way and left it short off the right side of the rim. It bounces out of bounds, but last touch by Woolridge. It'll stay Hawks basketball going left to right. Brooke O'Connell back in. 31.
That was a good drive there by Cassett there. Got to just get a little short on the shot, but good aggressive move. And I like seeing that out of the Hawks there, that dribble top key right down the lane.
This one is batted away, but O'Connell gets it. Goes up with it and hits the deck hard, but contact there knocked it out of bounds. Woolridge, he'll just stay West Delaware basketball.
Yeah, she got it blocked, but a little body contact there didn't call, but fortunately for the Hawks, it went out of bounds. It'll be their basketball.
There's a missed shot inside, no good. Rebounded by Woolridge. 2:15 counting third quarter, 31-24 CPU. Inside baseline drive. Now they rotate it out. Woolridge now gets it. She passes it out for a left corner 3 by catcher, no good. It's pinballed around, and it will stay CPU basketball. Looks like a foul call on the Hawks. No, on CPU. It'll be Hawks basketball going left to right. That's Madison Wilson picking up her second foul. The second on CPU. Both teams have 2 fouls now. 31-24 still CPU. 2:30 and counting here in quarter number 3. This is Cassett over the timeline. Passes ahead. There is a layup left too hard off the back of the window by Offerman and chased down by Woolridge. She'll pass it ahead. Inside the right wing. Passing ahead. Sisk off the window and good. And a timeout, Coach Klett for CPU will take the timeout as Sisk gets her second field goal of the night. A timeout by Center Point Urbana, a 30-second timeout. As 33-24, back to a 9-point lead here for Center Point Urbana. As CPU was a tie for first place, 13-1 last year with Marion in the WAMAC Conference. They are picked second behind Marion as Coach Lobby and company have a lot of talent come back in that WAMAC West Division as the Hawks are picked sixth in the east side of the division. Mount Vernon, Western Dubuque, Anamosa, DeWitt Central, and Solon are the teams ahead of the Hawks on the east side of the WAMAC Conference. As the west side looks to be a little more talent-heavy this year, the east maybe a tad down. Mount Vernon, very respectable, should be a very good team. Western Dubuque a little down from what they've been, but they've had great seasons the last few years. It's hard not to be down. As there's Glenn, she'll be bumped from behind as nice pass, McGrain getting it ahead. And then the foul comes on Wilson. That'll be her third, team number 3.
Yeah, that was just a good job by the Hawks. There again, they get the ball down. They're just better when they get that ball. Don't look at it. Don't try to figure out it. Just get it and go and attack. And they're so much better when they do that. They just got to get a little more consistent at doing that.
And here's Linus. Good move. Left it short underneath the rim. It pinballs around and CPU has it. They'll pass it ahead. All the way in. Contact. Playing through the contact. Up and good there.
Carly Milliken gets her first bucket of the night. There's a foul on CPU. As Sisk is going to get a foul trying to go for steal on Annie Cassett.
That'll be her second. Team number 4 or 5? 4 here in the second half. 2 for the Hawks. 35-24, the 11-point lead for CPU. I believe 11 is the largest it's gotten to as well so far in this game.
Well, it was 12 at halftime.
That's right, 12 points at halftime. So the second largest lead. Here's Glantz. Bring up no good off the backside. Cassick tried to grab that out of the air, but corralling that one is catcher. Now this ball is thrown backwards and knocked away by O'Connell, but out of bounds off of her. It'll be Hawks. It'll be Stormer Pointers basketball, I should say, going right to left. 1:16 to go in the third. 35-24 Stormer Pointers.
Yeah, Hawks have done a nice job this quarter, being very, very aggressive. And see if they can finish up here with a nice little run here the last minute and 10 seconds of this third quarter.
1:05 and counting here in the third. Right wing for the three. Good. Splash City there. That is Madison Wilson with the three, her second three of the night. And here is a pass right side. Collier. Now a right corner three. Up and good. Got it to go. Abby McGrain, her second field goal of the night. Her first three-pointer of varsity career. She has 2 field goals, 38-27, 35 seconds to go. And a missed shot on the other end. Linus comes up with the rebound.
Yeah, that was a big three. Good response to their three. Come back and get a three of your own.
Inside, this was batted away by Woldridge. Woldridge read the pass from McGrain all the way in, up, and good. Off the window. Played through the little contact there. Woldridge has her first basket of the second half. 9 points for Woldridge. Hawks have done a good job on her. As now coming back. Linus has it blocked by Woolridge out of bounds. 3.4 to go here in the third quarter. 13-point lead. 40-27 CPU.
I'll see if they can run a good out-of-bounds play. They've done a good job here. It's probably one of the bright spots. They've really done a very good, consistent job. Every time they bring the ball out of bounds underneath their own bucket, they've done a good job of running and got some easy shots. If they can get one here with 3.4 seconds left.
Inside looking, a left-handed jump hook, left short by Linus, and that'll be the way the third quarter comes to a close. With the score, CPU 40 and the Hawks 27. Fourth quarter next, Hawks basketball, West Delaware girls style from KMC Sports.
Why make 10 calls when you can make one call to Steve Morman Insurance in Manchester and get the best quote from 10 different companies on your auto, home, and farm insurance? You can depend on Steve Morman Insurance for fast, friendly service and quality coverage. Call Kathy or Rachel at your agency of choice in Manchester today, 927-2263.
Bob Stephen Motors in Manchester proudly supports all area athletes. Bob Stephen Motors is your locally owned and operated GM dealer in Manchester. Visit them on the web at bobstephenmotors.com.
Since 1995, Edgewood Feed Mill Construction has provided customers with a quality, pre-engineered building package for their swine facility needs. Edgewood Feed Mill Construction is a general contractor and will assist you with the construction of your livestock facility, start to finish. For more information on Edgewood Feed Mill Construction, contact Steve Harris at 563-920-7835.
This is Fred Smock from Dunlap Motors and Independence with Chevy, Buick, and certified pre-owned Chevy, Buick, and GMC, and nearly 300 new and used cars and trucks in stock. We have big town inventory with small town service. Go to DunlapMotorsIndy.com.
Along with in-studio producer Paul Glazer, John Swisher, Bill Logan, back with you from Seedorf Gymnasium here in Manchester. And there's a three, no good. Right corner by CPU. As the Storming Pointers lead this game, 40-27. Just underway in the fourth quarter. Now a pass picked off by Brooke O'Connell. Cassett will bring it up. It's Cassett, O'Connell, Linus, Offerman, and Lauren Collier, the five for the Hawks. And now near turnover, O'Connell now gets it to Linus. She speed races across the timeline. Offerman with a quick jumper. Rattles around, no good. Over the back foul called on Lauren Collier. She tried to tip the ball away from the smaller guard, Breck. We got behind. Lauren Collier will be whistled for her second foul there. Team number 3, I believe.
3, yep.
7:25 to go here in the fourth. 40-27. The 13-point lead here for the Storming Pointers. The number 5 team in Class 3A preseason. A state tournament team a year ago with a 24-2 mark. And inside travel. Shuffle of the feet called inside on Kellen Fox. And it'll be West Delaware basketball going left to right. 13-point lead for CPU. Collier gets it in to McGrame. To Madeline Burke, I should say, who's back in the game. Burke gets it ahead. Now Collier trying to get ahead to Cassett. It's knocked away. Cassett gets it back after Breck touched it. A missed layup by Cassett. Missed by Offerman. Collier gets it, puts up. That's missed short. And CPU comes away with it. A lot of bunnies in this game. The Hawks wish they could have back.
Yeah, those are three great opportunities there on the paint area there as the ball kind of ping-ponged around there a little bit. Unable to come up with that.
Here's a three, left corner. Got it to silk right through the net by the lefty. Is that Milliken?
Milliken, yeah. That's
Harley
her second bucket.
Milliken, her first 3 of the night. Second field goal. Cassett got on the floor. I think she was out of bounds, and she was. It'll go to CPU. Great hustle by Annie Cassett, though. 43-27, 6:29 to go. 3 threes in the second half after 3 in the first half for CPU. So 6 total on the night. That'll help the offensive numbers as 1 3 only for West Delaware so far this game as 43-27. Now the largest lead of the game for CPU. Here's a left wing 3, no good. Off the back of the iron taken by Mulligan. 6:11 to go in the fourth quarter. This ball just goes out of bounds off of the Storming Pointers, and the Hawks will come back the other way.
Yeah, CPU going to put that full court pressure on it. They're all down on the end of the court. Good press breaker there so far.
And almost a travel, little contact maybe, nothing called. Up top, Linus for a wide open 3. Splash City for Haley Linus. That is her first 3 of the season. She did not have one last night at all, as there's a shot, no good. Top of the key 3 by Breck. Inside rebound. There'll be a foul called there. As going to the line to shoot 2 will be Adriana Catcher.
Looks like they're going to call the foul. Madeline Burke, I think, is going to get called for her first.
Burke's first, team number 4, up and no good. Clangs around, goes off the left side by Catcher. 4 points for Adriana Catcher, the freshman, the Class 3 state champion cross-country runner back on October 29th. Heck of a runner for the cross-country program at CPU as she's back on the line to shoot one more. Second one is nothing but nylon. Catcher has herself 5 points now. 44-30 now. And we have a travel called. A shot goes, but travel called first on the Hawks.
Yeah, I'm not sure on that one. I think maybe there was a foul that caused the travel, but these guys aren't calling. These guys aren't.
You don't
calling
agree
fouls.
with officiating?
Well, they aren't calling the fouls like that first crew did.
There's a shot inside, and it goes through by
catcher number 4.
Catcher,
got a nice fast break. They just beat the Hawks down court. A nice shot off the glass.
Third field goal of the night. She's got 7 points. 46-30 ties the largest lead of the game at 16 for CPU with 5:05 to go here in the ball game. This is Linus. Up top, Breck gets by the guard, up and rattles around and pops out. Hawks have had trouble getting shots to go tonight on their home rims. Here is Breck. Travels left to right, now sends it to Sisk for a wide open three, right corner, and Lamia Sisk hits her second 3-ball of the night. She's got 8 points, all in this second half. And a timeout here for Coach Rod Conrad. He'll take his 4th timeout of the night. 4:41 to go. 19-point lead, largest of the game for CPU. 49-30. Back after this from KMCH Sports.
At Precision Collision, we are committed to providing you with high-quality auto body repair and paint refinishing. Our expertly trained technicians can repair all accidental damage and get you back on the road in no time. Come visit me, Jeff, for a free estimate. We are located along Highway 20 at the Delaware turnoff. Precision Collision, one call does it all, quality guaranteed.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies focus on your income. At Northwestern Mutual, we focus on your outcome. It takes the right financial partner who cares as much about your future as you do, building a financial plan to meet your life's priorities and helping you achieve the financial security you're after. Focus on your financial outcome with Northwestern Mutual. Contact me, Mitch Payton, or Matt Schulte today. You and Northwestern Mutual, stronger together.
American Trust and Savings Bank wishes all area athletes and coaching staff continued success. American Trust and Savings Bank with locations in Dyersville, Farley, Dubuque, and Des Moines. Simply better banking. Check them out at americantrust.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Back into Cedar Gymnasium, 49-30, 4:41 to go in this fourth quarter. Our next high school sports broadcast will come your way next Tuesday night when we open up the West Delaware boys basketball season. Coach Uthoff and company, heavy expectations in this season as Williamsburg, the opponent. Down in Williamsburg, Bill and I will have all the action for you around 7:30 next Tuesday night, November 29th. As it hits the 9 o'clock hour here, the Hawks trail by 19, 4:31 to go in this fourth quarter. As the Hawks trailed by 12 at halftime, 28-16. CPU outscored the Hawks 12-11 in that third quarter, take a 13-point lead, 40-27. They've increased it now to 19, the largest lead of the game. It's 49-30, a foul called there, and a shot by Casa, no good, off the right side. Glanz crashing in for the rebound, but nothing doing as Woolridge handling the ball well, dribbling it down. Pass back out to Sisk. Left wing, and now Woolridge inside, double team. She'll pass it over, right wing. And this is Linus trying to guard there. The ball gets inside to Woolridge, and a foul called. She'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, I think they may call Jamie Glanz on that. Yeah, she's going to get called for the foul.
Woolridge will go to the line. She's 3 of 4 so far. All those came in the second quarter.
No, they're going to stay on the floor.
It was on the floor. Thank you. Woolridge inside. Pass it back out. Sisk in the left corner. 4 minutes to go, fourth quarter. Inside, put up. Partially blocked away by McGrain. Great hustle there by Abby McGrain.
Good move there by Linus. Crossover dribble. Got a wide open 15-footer and just couldn't get it to drop.
And pops out, and now a foul called on Linus, I believe. Will be her 4th if it is. CPU basketball, only the 16th foul of the Hawks. 5 for CPU, 49-30. The 19-point advantage here for CPU. 3:42 to go in the game. CPU for one of the 4 WAMAC schools in the preseason rankings here, as they are ranked number 5, Mount Vernon number 6. All the way in, up, rattles around, and pops on through for, is that Fox or Woolridge? That's Woolridge. Ellison gets her second field goal of the second half. She's got 11 points now, 51-30. Now the largest lead of 21. All the way in, off the window. Right hand on the left side, Jamie Glanz, her first field goal since that second quarter. She had 2 in the first, 2 in the second. It's her 5th of the game, has 10 points. No good on the left side. Crashing down for the board. Linus trying to recover it. It's going to be knocked out of bounds. Will be West Delaware basketball. Elsewhere in the rankings, Marioners ranked number 2 in Class 4A, and Western Dubuque is ranked number 14 in Class 4A, as our area coverage teams, of course, include Northland, number 9 in Class 2A, as this is Cassett, now left side of Glass. Monticello is number 11 in 3A. Cascade is 14 in Class 2A. And Western Dubuque, as I mentioned, number 14 in Class 4A. This ball is knocked out of bounds. Will stay Hawks basketball. 51-32, 2:43 to go in the fourth.
Ooh, right idea. There we go.
Inside to Linus from Collier. Up and good with a defender right on her. Linus gets her 6th field goal of the night. She has herself 14 points. Left corner 3. Another one by Sisk. This one the Hawks try to chip away at that deficit. Another 3. 3 threes for Sisk. She has 11 points on the night. She's done all that in the second half. Had nothing in the first 2 quarters. A 20-point lead. The largest has been 21 moments ago. 54-34, 2:20 to go here in the ball game. CPU will advance to 1-0 overall in the conference and 1-0 in the season. Hawks will drop to 0-2 and 1-0 in WAMAC conference games. Ball knocked out of bounds. Hawks will get it going left to right. Still some pressure here supplied by CPU. Collier looking for help. Batted away. CPU will come away with it. Right side. Is that new face in there? Number 3.
Yeah. Yeah, she just came in at the last exchange. And now the Hawks got 5 new players coming in.
Emily Drosty, number 3 for CPU. And now the line change for the Hawks. And new faces in there are
4.
Madeline Burke,
34.
That's Allison Collier back in. There's a 3, no good for
10.
the right side. Number 10 is Sydney Puffett. Also in there, 24, Bailey Beckman. And
34.
Is Kaylee Muller in there? She is.
Yep. Macy Kleitch.
Kleitch is in there. Muller's not in yet.
No, Muller's not in.
Muller is right next to Coach McMahon on the bench. Most likely will come in. We saw her last night in Waverly. 54-34. A minute and a half to go. Here's almost a travel, but Burke puts it up no good out the backside. And the Hawks will set up the offense again. And this is going to be knocked out of bounds. It'll stay. West Delaware basketball going left to right. As
Milliken reports back in for CPU.
Carly Milliken, who has scored 5 points in this game.
Comes Muller to the scorer's bench.
There's a shot, no good. Airballed off the left side. Rebounded by Emily Drosty. And CPU has it going right to left, leading 54-34. All the starters appear to be out for both teams. As the Hawks come back away with it over the timeline. Passing ahead is Puffett. Out right side. This is Allison Collier. She kicks it out to Kleitch. Macy trying to get it right side. It's picked away by Drasty. Drasty all the way in and puts it up no good off the front of the rim. Here's a long 2. Got it to go off the right hand of
number 10, Reagan DeFoe.
DeFoe. That's her second field goal of the night. We saw her earlier in this game. Here's just a substitution timeout as Muller comes in, and also back in is Kendra Offerman.
As Bailey Beckman comes in. So 35 seconds to go here.
And this one, Offerman, 25 seconds to go. Left side, Kleitsch. A long two, up, rattles around, no good. Rebounded there by Drasty. Drasty gets rid of it. Now left side, here's the left wing, three, no good. Left short, rebounded, fought for, going to be put up, no good. The officials aren't calling anything right now if they really don't have to, as that will end it. As the final score, 22 points, the largest lead tonight is the final score, 56-34. As CPU 1-0 sends the Hawks into the Thanksgiving break at 0-2. We'll come back with our postgame show. Hawks fall tonight to CPU 56-34. We're back after this from KMCH Sports.
Sight and good vision is very easy to take for granted until it is taken away. Advanced Eye Care Associates of Eastern Iowa is here to help you. Advanced Eye Care Associates of Eastern Iowa is located at 105 East Butler Street in Manchester and at 1113 West 3rd Street in Vinton. Your vision is our primary focus.
Delhi Lumber has products for every home and every budget. Delhi Lumber carries Midland doors, which are one of the best values around. You can see Midland doors today or call Delhi Lumber at 563-922-2404 for more information. Your Midland overhead door dealer, Delhi Lumber. Big town quality with small town service.
At Community Savings Bank, it's simple. Simply free checking comes with free debit cards, free online banking with bill pay, free mobile money, and free thank you gifts. Find out more about Simply Free Checking at one of our 7 locations or online at csbiowa.com. Community Savings Bank. Member FDIC.
Jay's Auto Super Center on the Greater East End of Manchester has quality pre-owned vehicles, great financing options, and a full-service department, body shop, and detail department. See their full line of vehicles online at jsautosales.net. At Jay's Auto, customer satisfaction is their #1 priority.
Hi, this is Jamie Vasky at Don & Walt LLC, your independent Lennox dealer in Manchester, encouraging you to plan ahead. Have us check your heating or air conditioning unit before you need it. For residential or commercial plumbing and heating needs and top quality Lennox furnaces and heating units, see Don & Walt LLC on East Main Street in Manchester, or give us a call at 927-2232.
Farmers Savings Bank proudly supports all area athletes and their coaching staff. For all your banking needs, visit them in Colesburg, Elkport Garber, Strawberry Point, Arlington, and Aurora, or online at farmerssavingsbank.com. Member FDIC.
Viafield is your headquarters for all your seed, chemical, and fertilizer needs. They have professional service and quality products needed to bring the best crop to market. Viafield, providing growth opportunity for 18 locations across northern Iowa and southern Minnesota.
The Eastern Iowa Shopping News and the Dyersville Commercial recognize the hard work and dedication of all area athletes. Check out the weekly sports section in the commercial for scores and information. The Eastern Iowa Shopping News and Dyersville Commercial, supporting your communities.
For fan food, not fast food, visit your after-the-game headquarters, Manchester Dairy Queen. It's quick, it's easy, your family will love it. Manchester Dairy Queen.
Your family.
It's no secret that people come to Fairway in Manchester for their famous meats, but as you dash back to the counter to pick up your USDA choice ribeyes, don't be surprised if you find yourself lingering among the delicious fruits and vegetables in the produce department. Shop Fairway in Manchester for low prices and all your grocery needs.
John and Bill back with you in the postgame show of our second game of the season here. West Delaware girls basketball as they fall to 0-2. So they fall tonight to the number 5 team in Class 3A, 56-34 at the hands of Center Pointer Banna as the Storm Pointers improve on as CPU will be at Macokota next Tuesday. The Hawks will stay at home and take on take on the Williamsburg Raiders. We'll take another timeout here. Come back with the head coach of the West Delaware Hawks, Ron Conrad, back after this from KMCH Sports.
Head to Fireside Pub and Steakhouse before or after the game or anytime, featuring steaks, seafood, pasta, sandwiches, and even fresh-made pizza. They say it's the best around. Visit them on the web at firesidemanchester.com for a full menu and special offers.
Just like a great coach, State Farm agents like me, Julie Smith, can help you develop a game plan for your insurance needs. Whether it's car, home, life, health, or business insurance, I can dig into the playbook and help you find the affordable coverage you need. For all your insurance needs, call on a winning team. The Julie Smith State Farm Agency in Manchester.
Hi, this is Chris Henry, Service Manager at Brown Sales and Leasing in Elkader. Our goal is to make your car buying experience the best possible, and our factory certified technicians are dedicated to you and your vehicles. Stop in and see us at Brown Sales and Leasing in Elkader, or visit us online at fullerbrowns.com. Your hometown dealer, wherever your hometown may be. Best of luck to all area athletes and coaches.
Back inside West Delaware High School. Cedar Gymnasium to be exact. John Swisher and Bill Logan back with you, along with the head coach of the West Delaware Hawks, Ron Conrad, as his team falls 56-34 tonight. Center Point Urbana, especially early on in this game. A lot of positives. You really stuck with this team, playing very competitive basketball, up and down with them. They were able to get some separation there and just never able to hang on to them and keep them where you wanted to, but saw some good things, especially early on.
Yeah, that's what I told the girls. This was one heck of an effort, and we held right with them for, I think we had it under maybe double digits there in the third, and then we kind of wore ourselves down there in the fourth, and we tried to press a couple, 3-4 possessions there where they scored, but I thought that to get back in the game, we had to try to do a couple things and get a couple turnovers where it didn't work out so well. But, the girls played extremely hard. I was super proud.
Great offense from Jamie Glanz early in the game. Had 2 2-point field goals in that first quarter, another 2 of those in the second. So 8 points in that first half by Glanz. And then Linus was solid with 7 points in that first half. Just not enough balance, not enough to go along with that, and credit CPU's defense.
Exactly. You got to give them a lot of credit. They play hard defensively. It's hard to get any penetration, and we got in the lane probably more than what I thought we would tonight. But we had, I think, one possession where we missed a layup on the break, and we got a couple offensive rebound putbacks where they didn't go in, but, that happens.
Well, tonight I thought you did a much better job of rebounding. Didn't give them as many second chance points, but probably the thing that I was most impressed with was an improvement from last night is when they threw that press on, you guys did a much better job of press breaking. When you get after it and get down there quick, you got baskets. When they sit there and kind of look at each other like, well, you're going to come help me, they get it up slowly, it was turnover. So, when they got the ball quick, good things happen.
Yeah, we had more girls that wanted the ball tonight. We didn't run away from the ball as much as we have the past, even, Saturday and Monday. And that's what I told the girls. You're going to make some mistakes, but you got to want the darn ball. Because if you don't, it puts all the pressure on a Haley Linus or an Annie or somebody. We got to have some girls step up that really want to take, really want the ball. Abby, I told her at halftime, she had Abby McGrain, she had 2 good looks in the corner down there, and she dribbled into trouble, and turned the ball over. And then in the second half, she hit a big 3 for us here in the corner.
She did a nice job on that. Yep.
Right. So I was very happy with our effort. And I asked the girls after the game, how they thought they played, and they said so much better. And I had to agree, and I told them, now we just got to outwork everybody from here on out and be locked in every practice. You got to be locked in. You got to be locked in every game.
Good early playing experience against tough competition, and now you will stay at home next Tuesday night after the Thanksgiving holiday break. You'll have Williamsburg next Tuesday night, November 29th, but you'll do some resting, you'll do some more practicing, get ready for next week, and the grind a little bit before the Christmas break, but enjoy some turkey and mashed potatoes coming up here on Thursday, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm sure I'll be eating some of that, and I'm sure the girls will take charge of that. I know the first or second night at practice, they wanted me to bring treats, and I brought 4 bags of candy, and literally it was all gone in literally in about 2 minutes.
So it's their turn to bring the turkey in and Thanksgiving for you on Friday, huh?
There you go.
Leftovers maybe, huh?
There you go.
All right, we will see you next week. Best of luck as preparation as the season continues on. Great effort here tonight. Thanks for your time as always.
Well, thanks so much, and thanks so much for you guys and for your coverage throughout the season.
Absolutely. Ron Conrad, head coach of the West Delaware Hawks, as the Hawks fall to 0-2 tonight as the 56-34 final. CPU gets the victory. The number 5 team in Class 3A moves on at 1-0. For CPU, they had 9 in the scoring column, led by Lamia Sisk, who had all those 11 points in the second half. 3 3-pointers for Sisk, 11 points for her. Allison Woldridge tied her with 11 to 2-point field goals in the second half. She had 7 at halftime, so 11 for Woldridge, the standout junior. Also for CPU, 7 points for Adriana Catcher. Also 5 points for Carly Mulligan. 4 points for Reagan Defoe. Also Catelyn Fox. 5 points for Sydney Bavers. 3 points for Olivia Breck. 9 in the scoring column. They had 8 3-pointers tonight, did the Stormin Pointers. For the Hawks, they had 2 threes in the ball game, both in the second half, 5 in the scoring column. Haley Linus led the way with 14 points, 10 for Jamie Glantz. We talked about 8 points in that first half, 3 points for Lauren Collier, 2 points for Annie Cassett, and 5 points for Abby McGrain off the bench. So a lot of improving yet to do, a lot of things to tweak here, but improvement from night 1 to night 2 is what you always want to see. The Hawks got roughed up a little bit against a great team last night in Waverly, came back out tonight on their home floor, and they didn't back down against the Center Point Urbana team. They battled them, and they gave them a test here tonight.
Yeah, it was. It was the third game in 4 days. You thought maybe they'd been a little battle weary. This was the first game of the year for CPU, so they did a nice job of beginning able to get after it. I didn't really think that they were looking too really tired until maybe a little bit in that fourth quarter, because Center Point Urbana was, trying to keep an up-tempo and whatnot, but when the Hawks stayed up-tempo with them, they did a nice job. So just looking for a little more consistency. Last night they looked like they had to get the scoring out of Annie Cassett. Tonight they held her to 2 points, but they got 14 from Linus and 10 from Glenn. So, now you see, they got 3 girls there that are capable of scoring, and it's just, now looking for a little bit more of that consistency. The Hawks just were 5 kids in the scoring column tonight. CPU had 9, a little more balance. So, that's one of the things the Hawks will be looking for. But, great improvement from Saturday night to Monday night to tonight. So, if they keep working hard, and he said, get after it in practice and out-hustle the other teams. Plus, this is a brutal first 2 games here with 2 highly ranked teams.
Yes, indeed. Our next coverage of West Delaware girls basketball will be next Friday, December 2nd, as they take the road trip down to Tiffin to take on Clear Creek Amana, as Bill Logan will be here providing updates from the boys contest as the boys take on Clear Creek Amana. But first, next Tuesday night, we'll have the West Delaware boys as they open up the campaign against the Williamsburg Raiders down in Williamsburg next Tuesday night, as we'll be set and ready for that one. A lot of expectations. You hate to hear about guard Jared Harris and the off-season injury that he sustained and just not able to go and going to miss the entire basketball season. You hate to hear that whenever your entire season and whatever the sport is for high school kids. So unfortunate news there. But the Hawks, a lot of talent coming back, and they are expected to be one of the better teams around here. We'll see if they can live up to those expectations for Coach Utoff, and no one is going to out-coach them, and no one's going to outwork those kids on the floor. So we will see some good things from them this winter, and we're excited for that.
Yeah, we are. And the best thing for Jared, and he doesn't want to hear this, I told his dad a couple times, he's only a junior. It would have been really, huge and a big disappointment had that been his senior year. But, he's going to be able to sit back. And sometimes, sitting back and just kind of watching these kids a little more objectively, type of stuff, he can figure out, where I can help this team next year, type of stuff. So even though he's just sitting there watching, he can learn an awful lot and be really able to help this team. Even this year, hey, guys, I saw this. Guys, I saw that. And sometimes that's that extra coach sitting there from a player standpoint. So there's some things that Jared could still do to help this team all winter long. And, they're going to be exciting, and we're looking forward to seeing them next week.
And the thing about that as well is a kid that will stay involved. He'll be around. He'll be with the program. He was here earlier tonight at the freshman game doing the scorebook for that freshman game. So
he ran out of ink.
A good kid like, no, I had plenty of pins for him. Good kid like that, he'll stay involved. As the freshman, speaking of that freshman game, CPU, a very talented freshman class, handed the West Delaware Hawks a 64-14 loss earlier tonight. 64-14 CPU over West Delaware freshman. JV went to CPU as well, 54-44. The varsity completed the trio, the sweep tonight, 56-34. CPU moves on to 1-0. The West Delaware Hawks varsity team at 0-2, 0-1 in WAMAC conference play. As the parents' night tonight, it was a good night here at Seedorf Gymnasium despite the outcomes for West Delaware Hawks, but improvement and better things on the horizon. Give credit to that very consistent and good Center Point Urbana program. They've been to state 2 of the last 4 seasons. Coach Clint and company definitely have things rolling there. And Andy Woldridge, the father of Allison Woldridge, definitely have things rolling as he is assistant coach and freshman coach as well. As one other final tonight from around the area, Maquoketa Valley started off their season with a 61-10 win over Clinton Prince of Peace down in Clinton tonight. No other finals. We'll get them for you on the Sportscast tomorrow. Buddy boy, happy Thanksgiving to you. Enjoy the little break here before we start the grind and go again into our next holiday break coming up with Christmas. It'll be a busy few weeks after this week gets over with the holiday, and we're looking forward to it as we always do. We just hope the weather cooperates. Mother Nature helps us out with those road trips, and if it's going to snow and snow things out, do it earlier in the day, please, so we don't have to play the waiting game later on in the afternoon, the evening.
Huh? Exactly right. Yeah,
that's our biggest complaint.
The biggest
I'm wondering if
one,
we're going to have a game or
we
not.
go or not? Yep. Yep. So happy Thanksgiving to you, John, and your family, and everybody out there listening. Have a nice holiday weekend, and don't eat too much turkey. Get out there and shop local, and help everybody out. Get things going, and we'll be anxious to get going again next week.
Yes, indeed. Don't forget Hawk Talk with Kirk Ferentz and Gary Dolphin tomorrow night from Applebee's in Coralville at 6:30 until 8 o'clock. And then we will have Hawkeye football coming up for you at 12:30 with the pregame on Friday afternoon as the Hawkeyes in their final game, senior day, final regular season game for the Hawks and final game for those seniors inside Kinnick Stadium ever as 2:30 the kickoff of the Hawkeye Radio Network with Dolph and Eddie, as we will have Iowa basketball as well on Friday night and then again on Friday afternoon or again on Saturday afternoon or evening, depends how the Hawks do in the Emerald Coast Classics. They'll take on Virginia on Friday evening at 6 o'clock. That is going to do it tonight. Thanks to studio producer Paul Glazer, to my partner Bill Logan. Thanks to Corey Coates for his hospitality tonight as the acting AD filling in for Mike Morrison. And that will do it tonight. Have yourselves a good and safe rest of your Tuesday night. A great Thanksgiving. So long, everybody, from Manchester, Iowa.
The KCRG TV9 First Alert forecast. Showers likely tonight. Will dip down near 37. Showers likely, especially early tomorrow.